Just a few days ago, the Atlanta Falcons made a very surprising move, letting go of tight end Jonnu Smith. And now, according to Adam Schefter and multiple other media members, the Dolphins are now engaged in contract negotiations with the free agent tight end Jonnu Smith. And this could be another massive addition to this high-powered, fast-paced offense in Miami. Now, in this video, I want to break down some of this film to show you guys why Jonnu Smith is the absolutely perfect fit. Now, the first thing we notice on this play is you see Jonnu right here. He's in pre-snap motion. And the one thing Miami loves to do with Tyreek Hill, with Jalen Waddle, with Devon, everyone, right? They love to have this pre-snap motion. So the first thing we're going to see is this pre-snap motion. We're going to be able to tell, is it man, is it zone? Right away, we saw nobody cross the formation, nobody start to follow Jonnu Smith, so we know this is a zone coverage, right? So boom, here we go. Let's read the defense. Jonnu going to get up and under, right? Little block here on the edge rusher, just slightly, prevent him from getting to the quarterback, and boom, now he's going to get behind the defense, right? So what we're looking at right here, top of your screen, Kyle Pitts. So Kyle Pitts is going to run a crosser route. He's trying to take away the linebacker in the hook curl and also the deep safety on the left side of the field as well. Boom. So now this is where Jonnu Smith comes in really clutch. His speed, his athleticism is so above average. It's amazing, right? So boom, gets behind the defense. Now you have one-on-one between Jonnu Smith and number 49 here. I believe it's Frankie Louvu. I might be wrong though, but once you have Jonnu Smith in the open field, you're not stopping him, right? You're not going to be able to catch him. Boom, unbelievable throw, great catch, and you have a guy in Tua who's just going to add another speed demon at the tight end position. Miami's offense is becoming ridiculous. It doesn't even make sense what they're doing, and if they do end up signing Jonnu Smith, I don't know how teams are going to be able to stop them because Jonnu adds speed, more speed to already the fastest team in football right now. Okay, so boom, here we go. Next play for Jonnu Smith. What do we notice here right now? They're playing him on the outside. So not only can he play inside next to the offensive line, but he also can spread out as a receiver as well and cook some DBs. That is so interesting. To bring that to Miami is insane. But here we go again. What do we notice? Some more pre-snap motion. Again, guys, I'm telling you, this is going to be an unbelievable fit if this does happen. So what you're going to see is him go behind the quarterback and go into a little bit of a swing route. Now, again, what do we notice here defensively is nobody crossed the formation. Nobody is trying to follow Jonnu Smith, which tells us this is a zone defense. So boom, here we go. What we're going to see is him leak out to the right side with this zone, get number 7 out of the play due to this streak, due to this this go route, and then you have just one-on-one between him and this hook curl over here. So get him the football. Jonnu Smith does a really good job at getting open or getting into open field and creating more space for himself. Breaks down his defender, gets up the field for a nice 10-yard pickup and a first down. I'm telling you guys, honestly, before we get any further into the film, do me a favor and comment down below a letter grade here for Jonnu Smith. What do you guys think about him? And do you think he would be a really good fit here in Miami like I do? Let me know in the comments down below. But I think this could be a dream made in heaven for these two team and play. Okay, here we go. Another play for Jonnu Smith. Where you're going to see him right now is lined up at the top of your screen. Again, lined out wide. Okay, the versatility from Jonnu Smith is insane. Now, what we want to run here is get this guy up the field and get a little bit of like a screen action here for Jonnu Smith. Because again, what did we say about him earlier? He's really good at creating space for himself and getting by defenders. Especially DBs who just aren't really that good at tackling. So boom, what do we notice right now? They're clearly in a zone coverage with, Harrison Smith and 25 breaking out right to their zones. You got a hook curl, you got a mid read or a QB spy, hook curl, mid read. You got a bunch of zones here. So boom, what do we see? 14 making a good block here. Just imagine that being like a Jalen Waddle or someone who can, block up the field. Boom. And then this is what I love about Jonnu Smith, right? His ability to break tackles, get through defenders, and just create more yards with his legs and his strength. Nice 16-yard pickup there for Jonnu Smith. I mean, man, you just implement him into Miami's offense right now, and I don't really know how you stop the Tyreek Hills, right? You don't know how you stop the Jonnu Smiths and the Jalen Waddles, and then the Braxton Barry. There's so many targets here in Miami that I didn't really know how they were going to improve too much. But you talk about bringing in another speed threat at the tight end position, and that just might put them over the top offensively. That is just another factor of how good they can be, and not to mention, you go back and look at his stats, man, a couple of years ago back in Tennessee, the man had like 8 touchdowns in one season and was almost unstoppable at times as well. Hasn't been that productive since, but still can go back to that level in Miami. Guys, before we get any further into this video and I showcase an amazing touchdown by Jonnu Smith early in the season, make sure you guys do me a favor, hit that like button so we can get this video out to more Dolphins fans around the world, but also subscribe to the channel if you're new. Join the family, it's free, doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and we're going to be covering the Dolphins throughout the deadest point of the offseason, which is right now, and then free agency next week, the draft next month. We're going to keep you guys updated through it all, so make sure you guys join the family. Okay, and here we go. Probably the last play I really want to show you guys. Once again, you see Jonnu Smith, top of your screen, lined out wide against the DB. And again, why do we do that? Because he's speedy, he's fast, he has great athleticism, but also can break tackles and get to open space. So boom, what do we notice here? They look like they're going to send a blitz up the middle. We send the running back out the backfield in that pre-snap motion with Bijan Robinson. You look at Miami with guys like Raheem Mostert and devon achane, right? They're going to do the same things, motion them out, get an extra defender to the opposite side of the field of your intended target, right? So now you have basically just an extra man going to the opposite side of the field. So boom, what do we do here? We're going a full screen out to the right side. You have this guy blocking as well as a couple of offensive linemen. Let's get the ball to Jonnu Smith, right? And you know what's crazy is they were designing screens for Jonnu Smith when you have a Drake London, when you have a Bijan Robinson, when you have a Kyle Pitts. They were still coming out here and drawing up plays just for Jonnu Smith, which just tells you how valuable he is and was with the Atlanta Falcons, right? Boom, catches the screen. Now, Miami loves to run these plays as well. Get Tyreek Hill the ball beyond the backfield and let him cook, right? Now you just add another weapon who can do that. So great blocking here by the Falcons, and it ends up leaking up the sideline for basically a 60-yard touchdown, right? I mean, this is the speed he has, right? Normally a tight end will get caught by 24 here or get caught behind by this linebacker, but not Jonnu Smith. He has speed like he is a wide receiver. This man is absolutely electric when you need him to be, and right here makes a phenomenal play up the right sideline. Again, great screen pass, great blocking, got to give them credit as well. But at the end of the day, when you have a playmaker like Jonnu Smith on your team, you are, you are expected to score a lot of touchdowns, especially when you have, a guy like Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and all these playmakers down the field. I think it's going to open up the game for their running game, one, but also I think their passing game could get even more deadly as well. And that is the scary part about the Miami Dolphins, is they probably have the most deadly passing offense in the NFL, but just think about the speed this team has to get up the field. It's going to be really, really fun to see. Now, with that being said, guys, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. It's only just a meeting. This isn't, confirmed. It's not definitely gonna happen. However, it does look very likely that it could happen. But the Miami Dolphins are saying goodbye to a lot of players. Jerome Baker, they just let go of as of recent. But they're looking to fill some holes. They're looking to open up some cap space to bring in some guys, and there are said to be some very, very good conversations between the two, Jonnu Smith and the Miami Dolphins. Now, he's 28 years old, formerly drafted the Tennessee Titans in the 3rd round of 2017 NFL Draft. During his 4 years in Tennessee, he started 53 of 60 games, hauling in 114 catches for over 1,300 yards and 16 touchdowns, right? And then 2021, he signed a 4-year, $50 million deal with New England, and after playing 2 years in New England, he would only catch 44 catches for 539 yards and a touchdown, and then was traded to the Atlanta Falcons during last season. And during last season, he had 70 targets, which was a career high, 50 receptions, 582 yards, and now could possibly find his way to Miami with just Durham Smythe under contract right now, and he could be a valuable piece for Mike McDaniel and the Dolphins offense next season.